Alright, so I know most of the people that I talk to on Facebook Live are probably sleeping, and that's fine because I can't sleep until I tell you guys what's on my mind. And I hope that people watch this video in the morning. And I wasn't gonna go Facebook Live about the situation. I can't rest until I do. It's a deplorable, terrible travesty of our community that I discovered when I came home 16 days ago. I don't know if everybody knows about the family, the Bell family. And this is my Facebook Live awareness to my community in Louisiana. I've never ever got on Facebook Live and asked just straight up for prayers. Never. Probably should have. But I haven't, and today I am. I need prayers for a situation here in Louisiana that I'm working on. I know a lot of people know that I've been home for a while. I've been home for 16 days from Puerto Rico. Oh my goodness, the bugs are terrible. I've been home for 16 days, and I found out the night I got home that there is a family that I knew about. I knew about this family, the Bell family, Donna Bell and Teresa Bell. Teresa Bell is 80 years old. Her daughter, Teresa Bell, is 53 years old. Teresa Bell has been a quadriplegic since she was in a car accident when she was 15 years old. Their house flooded in August of 2016. Okay, that's almost 2 years ago. They have been in a FEMA trailer since I guess 2016, and the clock is ticking. So the night I got home on May 9th, I got a phone call making me aware that they were still in their FEMA trailer. Their house is sitting across the street, still gutted, studs and concrete, and FEMA has notified them that they are going to have to pay $1,100 a month, over $1,100 a month, to continue staying there while they stare at their house across the street that is studs and concrete and not put back together again. Humpty Dumpty is still completely cracked. Almost 2 years later. And I was shocked. I really thought that while I've been away doing Hurricane Harvey relief, Hurricane Maria relief, that our community, which is a very altruistic community, very giving, very supportive, hundreds, thousands of people have been helped by organizations and groups to get back into their homes. How is it that an 80-year-old woman and her 53-year-old quadriplegic daughter have not been helped to get back in their home? How is that possible? Well, it is possible. It's true. That's the existence. That's their situation, and FEMA has given them notice that if they're going to continue staying in the FEMA trailer by the end of the summer, they're going to have to start paying $1,150-something a month to continue staying in a FEMA trailer while they stare at their house that's across the street, that's studs and concrete, and all it needs is to be put back together. So I need prayers. We need to come together as a community and fix this situation. Hey, Glenda. Oh, Glenda. So this is the update. All right. The first part of this Facebook Live is my rant. Because I came home, I left their house at like almost 9 o'clock, and I drove home, and I was about to go to bed, and I'm just, man, these two women, they inspire me, and they inspire me to advocate for them, and that is what I am doing. I am obsessed at this moment with getting these two women back into their home. Because do you know what having to pay $1,156 a month will do? It will devastate their economic stability. Completely devastate. So our goal is to get them back in their home before that note comes due on that FEMA trailer. Because Donna Bell is not like the rest of us. You know, she was in a car accident when she was 15 years old, and she had a cervical fracture or break, and she is literally paralyzed from the neck down, but she does not let that keep her down. She paints pictures with her mouth. She has a computer. I saw her tonight. She operates the mouse with a pen in her mouth, and she communicates online. It's just beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. These people have completely captured my heart, and I really thought that while I've been away, you know, like Dora the Explorer, I really thought that they were being taken care of first. First. But it turns out they're like one of the last people our community is our community is not even acknowledging their situation. That's deplorable. It's disgusting. I'm mad. I'm sorry. I'm really mad. But I have good news. Since I got that phone call the night that I got home on May the 9th, I think, yeah, and found out that they are still not back in their home, that they are living in a FEMA trailer, that their house is just sitting there waiting to be put back together, I started praying. I started praying real hard, and I got more stressed out instead of less stressed out, because I was thinking that I got to do something. But I'm not a contractor. I'm not a construction worker, or I would go over there and fix their house personally with my own two hands. But it would look like a Dr. Seuss house if I did that, because I don't know anything about construction work or plumbing or electrical or anything like that. Nothing. So I was getting sad. I was getting mad. I was crying. I've been home for 16 days and I haven't been paying attention to anything except like, how can I fix this situation? I don't have that power. But I just started praying. And then I realized sometimes after you pray, you have to be still. You have to be still so you can hear the answer. You know, the answer to your prayers. And I realized it's not what you know, it's who you know. So I called a friend. I was like, what would I do if that was me? What would I do? There, but for the grace of God, go I. We are all one terrible traffic accident away from being in that situation ourselves. So what would I do? And it's, you know, so I started thinking, who do I trust? Who do I trust to work on my shelter, my house? Who do I call? Because I'm a very picky human being. And I said, I'm going to call the people that I would call to work on my own house and see if they will help us. See if they will help them. Will they meet me over there? Will they come and see what I see? And they did today. we are starting to build our dream team. I am a woman on a mission, like a mission I've never been on before. Of all the missions I've been on since Katrina, I've been on disaster relief missions off and on since Katrina, and I have never been more committed or more obsessed with completing a mission than I am right now. And I am letting you all know that there is a family with unimaginable needs in Livingston Parish, in Denham Springs, Louisiana. Donna Bell is a quadriplegic. She's on life support about, I think, 5 hours a night. She's living in a FEMA trailer, and the whole FEMA trailer situation is coming to an end. And we need to get them back in their home, which is across the street from the FEMA trailer, literally. And I have seen this community in Louisiana come together and help hundreds and hundreds of people. And I know that over the last 2 years, everybody has given their all. Literally given things they didn't have to give. They've pulled rabbits out of their rear to make things happen for people. But I'm telling you guys, none of us can rest until this situation is rectified. I will not rest until this situation is rectified. And I'm still supporting missions back in Puerto Rico, and thank God. I thank God every day for Glenda. And Glenda, this is your tribute. Glenda, because right now we're still trying to help the Guardian Angel Animal Shelter. We're still trying to get the 93-year-old woman in Puerto Rico, in Lauderdale, Puerto Rico, back into her home. And without Glenda bringing new life to that situation, bringing new hope with the visitors that are coming from the States tomorrow, I probably would be an emotional wreck right now, feeling like a powerless piece of goo. But because I have an amazing team that is just God-given, I feel like there's hope, and I feel like there's still fight in me. And if ever there was a reason to fight, because how we treat the least of us is the measure of all of us. And I want to clarify what that means. That means that the people that have the least resources are the ones that need the most help. And I know we're all tired. I know that we've been hit by disaster after disaster after disaster, and there's a real thing called donor fatigue. I'm not asking for money right now. I don't want it. Don't even go there. But we need hands on deck. We need support, prayers. I don't care, whatever you want to give. But there is a family. I just left there, and I can't go to bed until I declare this need. Because I see a need, and I want to meet a need, but this need is big. These people need to get back into their home. And I'm not going to make a media circus out of this, because I know a lot of people have spoken that they're going to help, or that they can help, or they can do this or that, but it's not done. So that's water under the bridge. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what our squabbles are, what our issues are, because you know what? We just need to help these two women, a mother and a daughter, a widow, and a lady who is on life support 5 hours a night because she's a quadriplegic and she has a tracheotomy. And, you know, we need to help them get back into their home. Please, Jesus, let's do this. Whatever we can do together as a community, if everybody ignores this, that is absolutely, that's a travesty. A travesty beyond measure. So please understand that if there's anything, if you have any information about any supplies that might be available, we need sheetrock. We have some, but not enough. We need some insulation. We have some, but not enough. There is some money to help pay for some of this, but it's not enough. We need to make sure that these two women get back into their home, a widow and her daughter. And I'm not going to stop until this is done. I don't care what it takes. It's got to happen. So I feel better because I preach to other people that, you know, God can't meet your needs if you don't speak your needs. Well, I'm speaking a need. And we are developing a dream team of skilled workers that are willing to come in and work and help put this house back together, because it's not just an ordinary house. You know, when you are a quadriplegic and you're medically fragile, and your house needs to be extremely, what's the word? Number one, it has to be mold free. Number two, it has to have enough space for her to get around in her wheelchair, a special shower, and then, you know, she needs to be able to go outside. Like the flood ripped up the pathway that she even rolls into the house on her wheelchair. It's all shifted and cracked, and the septic system collapsed, and I mean, it's not in shambles. It's just like everybody else's house that got flooded, but they got 10 feet of water. That's a lot of water. And I'm working with another organization that's here local, the United Cajun Navy. Todd Terrell is the one who called me. You know, he said let's team up. And I was like, no problem. Holy moly. You know, I thought they were back in their home a long time ago, but they're not. They're not. I went and visited and saw it with my own two eyes. They are absolutely not. I walked in their house. It's nothing but studs and concrete. For God's sakes, it's almost 2 years. And I don't know. I mean, I personally, over the last 16 days, have called many people. I've asked many people for help with this situation. Not a whole lot of response. So it's up to us again, guys, citizens, to respond, because this is the measure of us right here. This situation, this is our measure. How will we measure up to this? We have the summer. We have the summer before hurricane season hits. Hurricane season 2018. Who knows what's coming? And we need to get this situation rectified. So please, if at the very least, share this video, or pray, or send me a direct message, or something. Do something. We all have to do something, because there really are people out there that can't help themselves. Can't go out there and just I'll just put a panel of sheetrock up, you know, once a day, or you know, like in my house, if something's broken, I can work on it. You know, I can go out there and I can piddle with it and fix it until it's done. It might take me 6 months or whatever, but I can just keep going. Donna Bell doesn't have that option. She has her voice, she has her art, she has her mother, and that's it. And she has her family, you know, she has her brother. We have to help her. We have to. It's not an option. It's a must. So Hang on, I'm gonna read some comments real quick because I'm sorry, y'all. I don't normally rant. This isn't me ranting. This is me begging. This is me pleading. Glenda, yes, I am personally taking this project on, and you know, it reminds me of a project that I know that you worked on. Gosh, what is that, a year ago? You know, with the elderly couple where the husband was in poor health, and they also were pretty helpless. And this is the same situation, if not more intensified. Hi, Rhonda. Oh, yes, Glenda, it's in Denham. It is. It's in Denham. Yeah, Glenda, I can call you. And it's just, it's absolutely, I've 16 days. I found out about this situation the night I came home. I was cross-eyed. I was so tired. I didn't even want to take the phone call because I was like, no, I'm not going to take any calls. But I was like, something led me to take that call. And I'm glad I did, because you know what? I feel energized. I feel transformed, because I know that that's why I came home. Because I honestly was thinking about staying in Puerto Rico. I have unfinished projects, big unfinished projects in Puerto Rico. For me to come home made no sense. 0 sense. But this is why I came home. And I feel like, you know, I'm following guidance. And I need, you know what? I need you guys. I need you guys on this one. Yes, I am in Zachary. I'm home. You don't recognize the workshop board back here. This is like my little office. This is where I come and sit when I need to ponder the world, try to figure out what to do next. Because I really wanted to just come home and hide for a couple of weeks. I was like, well, you know, there's no hiding. There's no hiding from this. There's no shame in my game. But this has to be done. This summer, we have a deadline. June. The month of June is our deadline. I would like to see these people, so if not back in their house, so close we're counting on a clock, not a calendar. These 2 women need to be back in their home. So, alright guys, I'm sorry. I'm just putting it out there. God, please, Jesus, help me get these 2 women back in their home. Please, please, please. My heart's wrapped up in it all the way. There's no turning back now. I'm going to fight for these 2 women. Like, it's on. I just want to do what I can. I don't care how or what or who or why. They're not. I don't care who promised what. None of that matters now. All that matters is what we can do from this point forward. So if you want to help me get Donna Bell, who's a 53-year-old quadriplegic, and her mother, who's 80, back into their home, which they have not lived in since the flood of August of 2016, please contact me and offer your support, whether it's a day on a Saturday just to come out and help, or maybe you have some contacts about a supply or 2, a light, you know, whatever. I'm going to try to keep people updated, but I don't want to create a media circus. That's already been done. And we're not going to repeat the mistakes of the past that have already happened. There's been a media circus around them and nothing, they're not back in their home. But I am going to use Facebook to ask for help, because I know that this is my tool to communicate with you guys. And Glenda, there is some electrical, but it's not solid, it's not finished, it's not strong, it's not good. We need, That's one of the things I need. If there is a really reliable electrical contractor, referrals are welcome. I do have a dream team that I just started establishing tonight of licensed skilled workers and contractors, along with the United Cajun Navy, but mainly this is like a personal project for me. And I would hope to God that if that were you or that were I, that somebody would feel this passionate about helping us. We must, yes, we have a 501c3 to work through. And we have availability of tools. We do, but we need volunteer support. We need people in our community of Louisiana, Baton Rouge, and Livingston Parish to just give a darn about what happens to these two women. Please. Just care. Just care that somebody is still with that intense, like, life fragility, that they need more support than you or I could probably even imagine. And I feel morally obligated to just work on this intensely until it's complete. I don't care what I have to do. So yeah, whatever we can do, Glenda, we have to follow through on this, and we have to pray, and we have to reach out to our networks, because I've watched on Facebook so many times where somebody will have found a pocket of need, and that is actually what this is called. Officially in the disaster relief world, this is what's called finding a pocket of need, where someone has been, someone's needs have not been adequately addressed in an adequate amount of time. And I know we've found those before. We've found, elderly couples or disabled couples or whatever living in homes that were never gutted, that were filled with mold, that were just living in the most god-awful conditions. And I've seen somebody make a Facebook post about it, and I've seen hundreds and hundreds of people respond and fix it and make it better. I've seen that happen. I've watched it on Facebook. Now it's time. We have to do it again. We have to do it again for somebody that absolutely cannot take that ball and run with it. So it's our turn. We have to carry that torch. So honestly, I'm really not a sexist. I'm not. But ladies, please, Jesus. Ladies, you are always there for me. You are always there for me when I really need you. Y'all have never let me down. I need you again. They need you. I need you. We need to get this done. We need to carry this like it's our baby through a storm. And we need to make this our mission. So, Donna Bell, who is a quadriplegic, her mother Teresa Bell, who is 80 years old, their home is still sitting gutted, just studs and concrete, and they're about to have an unmanageable situation with FEMA starting to charge them over $1,100 a month to continue staying in the FEMA trailer. That will set them back beyond measure. And I don't want that. I don't want to see that happen. So the month of June, we have to get their house put back together so they can go home. They've been out of their home for almost 2 years waiting. Our moment is now. So, oh wait, Glenda, so FEMA starts to charge in August or July? I mean, either way. So if we have the month of July, great. That's just a little more time for us to make it even better. You know, because I can't imagine well, no, Glenda, honestly, with the right team, 30 days, it could be done. It could be. It very well could be. We are, there's a solid roof on the house. There are supplies available, but just not quite enough. We have skilled team members that we just brought on board today, literally tonight, and it can be done. It would be a miracle. It would be a miracle, but you know what? I love witnessing miracles. That is just my favorite thing on the planet. It's my new drug of choice. Witnessing miracles. You know, I've seen them. I've seen so many. And this is going to be another one. I am just going to speak it. It's going to happen. So, alright guys, I'm sorry. Thank you for listening to my rant. I love these two women. They are beautiful. They are amazing. And if you'd like to work beside me, if you would like to fight beside me for these two ladies, let's do it. Let's form our own little dream team of women warriors for these two girls. So, alright. Well, good night, Glenda. We will talk tomorrow. And now maybe I can rest because I had to get that out of my system. It's time to stand in unison. You know, let's unite. Let's rectify this situation. All right, bye guys.